This is Sean with Sean Loves Real Estate, and today I'm very excited to be showing you guys our latest project that we just completed here in Dallas, Texas. This property is actually just 15 minutes away from our actual home that we're living in here, and this is really amazing because basically for the very first time in a long time, we're actually able to be on site and see things as they're progressing versus just assuming a contractor is doing the work or assuming the property manager is taking care of everything on our behalf. We're actually able to drive to the property, see it, and see the results and make decisions on the fly. Now, this home was found by Sharon because she loves shopping for houses online. And she found this deal from a wholesaler who is actually marketing this property because this property was listed on the MLS, but no one was buying it for many months because the original owner of this property did so many things by themselves. They DIY'd almost the entire house that this house didn't feel very safe for the average consumer to just come in here and buy and live in, right? Like we basically had to redo a majority of the house. So again, I'm very excited to give you guys a tour of what we did, a tour of the home, show you the before and after photos, and even talk about some stories of some major decisions that we had to do, as well as some of the major lessons learned that I made while learning about this property. Since we know that this location is actually really, really nice, we knew that we had multiple exit strategies. We could rent it out as a long-term rental property, we could rent it out as a mid-term rental property, we could list it out on Airbnb, and the worst case scenario, we could sell it as a flip because the margins were just so big. Now, ideally, we love real estate, so we try to keep as many properties as we can. And so we renovated to the specifications as if it was gonna be a midterm rental, meaning we're trying to rent this out for 31 plus days at a time to people who need to be here for work, traveling nurses, people from corporations, maybe some interns, and this is a very large house. The returns here are gonna be pretty nice. All right, let's hop in with the tour. So originally in the very front of the house, we had these tiles that were a little bit broken. So we had a contractor replace them with some tiles that we found at Home Depot, and I think they worked out pretty okay. Next thing we have is our brand new lock. So originally, for many of our properties, we have a separate doorbell camera, we have a smart lock, and these things are separate devices. But here I found one that's like an all-in-one thing. So you have the camera here, you have your doorbell here, you have the smart lock here as well. The cool thing about this lock is that you can obviously use the keypads, right? But in the worst case scenario, you can open this hole and you can get to the keyhole if, say, the battery dies or something like that. But the most convenient part for me is that you can lock and unlock this door with just your finger. Like that. It's so fast. All right, let's check out this living room here. You can see this living room is very, very big. We have a giant TV up on the screen here. We have a sofa, we have a little table, we have dining rooms, and we have all these recessed lighting, as well as a little pendulum light on the top. Here we have a little shelf as well as some artwork. We have a lot of plants here, a lot of games and signs. The cool thing about most of these things is that we actually purchased them at discount stores, like Ross, or even at Goodwill. Some of these paintings we actually found at garage sales. Also, Facebook Marketplace was a huge lifesaver. Like we got this couch for free from one of our friends. We got these chairs from our friends as well. We have more design choices here. So these paintings look like something out of Street Fighter 4. Just one quick brush, but I think it gives a nice look to the place. But the best part about this is that this is something that Sharon and I made together. Trash cans here. So this is our kitchen. This kitchen is a pretty small size, and we figured that since this is just a rental property anyway, we don't need to do anything really special for this one. So it has your typical stainless steel appliances, new refrigerator, new stove, new hood. So this is all new sink, new dishwasher. All these appliances here, these are used. These are from other people that we purchased online. And these cabinets look very nice, but these are actually the original cabinets. The only thing that we did differently, so the old doors were bad. We took them all down and we replaced them with these doors. And of course with the new hardware as well. So these nice black handles. But other than that, the drawers themselves are the same. And you can see from the very side, you can see there is some damage from the past. So interesting thing about these countertops is that they look very nice, but this was done with something called epoxy. So they basically chipped everything, made it very flat, and then poured some resin, drew some nice little designs here, and then poured another clear coat on top of it. So it looks very rustic, kind of like a piece of stone, maybe some quartz. But no, it's just epoxy, just resin over it. And by doing it this way, we actually saved a couple $1,000 compared to demoing the old one and replacing it with new quartz countertop. There are some downsides to using epoxy though. So one, I do notice there's a little bit of a sticky feeling and maybe a little grainy feeling when touching the countertop surface. I think it's because when they were pouring the epoxy, there was still dust in the air, so maybe dust got onto this and now you have little microparticles here. It is annoying, but I think over time, as people use it more and more, as this gets cleaned and brushed off, it will smooth out eventually. Another downside, I don't know if this will last very long. Because it is epoxy, it is resin, it is a little bit soft. So if you do cut it with a knife, you might have some issues versus if it was a brand new quartz countertop or something like that. So would I do this in the future? I'm not sure. I think this is very effective considering this is a rental property, but if you were to flip a home, you probably want to use an actual, just pay the money for a quartz countertop or granite countertop. All right, so next we have the laundry room. So over here we have a pantry. So here we have washer and dryer, stackable in this corner right here. So the interesting thing about this laundry room is that before, this didn't actually exist. This used to be a wall that separated the main house from an ADU from the garage. So again, the old owner had multiple different configurations and this house was very weird. And originally this part right here used to be a kitchen, a sink, attached to their bathroom for this ADU. And we decided, you know what, because we have water lines here anyway, and the drain, let's demolish this wall here, because we knew there was a wall here, and let's add in a laundry room here, and let's keep this pantry, just repaint it, make it look nice, so that way you can have things for the laundry, and it worked out really well. So with this living room, we actually demolished all the drywall in here, but you can see the studs everywhere, you can see all the rafters up here in the roof, you can see everything exposed here in this beautiful empty space. So it looked very scary at one point. But as you can see, they put a new drywall, new texture, new paint, recessed lighting throughout the ceiling, and now it looks absolutely fantastic. And for the fireplace, I wanted to add a little bit of texture to it. So we added some tiles here. And the cool thing is, there's so many design choices to make, but we just used the same tiles that we used in the bathrooms for everything. So it was very convenient. And if you look at our flooring, this is called luxury vinyl plank. So the beauty of LVP, as it's known, is that this thing is waterproof, it's scratch resistant, it's really awesome for guests, and it looks pretty good at a pretty decent price. So we paid around $2.30 per square foot, so it was pretty good there. Okay, so when we go in this first bedroom, you notice that there's a TV here as well. And we got this dresser because we went to someone else's moving away sale, and they were selling everything, so we just took everything for like a really cheap price. These beds are also really interesting because they look decent, but the bed frames themselves are just pretty cheap, like steel wire frames on the bottom. And then you have this headboard, which is not even connected to it. It's just a piece of wood. The one gripe I have about this room is that we have this ceiling light fan here that we got on clearance on Home Depot. But the issue is this lighting here is 3000K, which means it's a little bit more yellow than the other lights in the house. And I was able to replace the lights in the other fans, but just not this one. It was too complicated. So here is our HVAC unit. This is a pretty old system. And we have one major issue here, which was this. This is a condensation line from the HVAC unit, which means that as the HVAC unit is working and as the AC unit is working, you're gonna have water coming out through this line and dripping down. Now for a long time, the old owner, again, pretty ghetto, he put a garden hose right here. And so it was just leaking water down, down, down into who knows where, right? It went down here and we didn't know where it was going. So I did some digging, actually opened up this vent, and I saw that the water was just dripping everywhere. And so it would leak, and it would leak under our floors. Now, I mentioned earlier that LVP is beautiful because it's waterproof, but that was also a bad thing because it was so waterproof, we didn't know there was water under the subfloors. So here, luckily it's a concrete slab. We were able to dry it out with many dehumidifiers. We were able to find the source of the leak, and we replaced it with this configuration, so no more leak from the condensation line. Here's our first bathroom. In the bathroom, we have this vanity here that Sharon found on a very good discount on Lowe's. And then we bought this mirror on Amazon that I installed myself. New bathtub, new showers, new tile, all that good stuff. Another bedroom, similar as before. This was a used bed that we purchased from Facebook. Here's our third bedroom. Again, it's another painting that Sharon and I created. So next I want to talk about this hallway right here, and specifically this wall. So originally, this did not exist. We added this wall because we thought, hey, wouldn't it be a good idea to be able to use that bedroom as its own bedroom? And it's kind of weird because before, this used to be a door. So this whole area used to be another master bedroom. But because of our friend who gave us some advice, we decided to add this hallway right here so that we could have two separate rooms. And then this bathroom wouldn't be connected to just one bedroom, but instead could be used for anybody. So we have two communal bathrooms instead of one hallway bathroom and then one master bathroom. So I gotta say, our contractor did a really great job on this because this bedroom doesn't even feel that small. But yeah, this whole configuration just worked out really well. Because like you see here, from this point of view, you have one closet here, and before, there used to be another closet door right over there. And we thought that doesn't make sense. Why do you have two closets in one room? Why is this one room so big? And who's gonna use that room over there? So what we decided to do is wall this off, so there's no door here anymore. And instead, we go to this 5th bedroom that we now have. And then we added this right here. So this door was not here before. And this closet now services this room. And then originally this place right here was like just an extended closet. And we thought, what a waste of space. And this one has TV here as well. This is the final bathroom. And the cool thing is once we opened up everything, we saw that these 2 bathrooms were basically identical. So before, this wall didn't really exist. It was like some kind of weird like cave looking thing here where we had a vanity here and then a wall here for the toilet. And then we said, why don't we just open this up? It makes a lot more sense. And then the shower before had this whole part just cut off like that and cut off from the backside. So it was just a shower and we said, hey, is there room for a tub? And once we opened everything, there was room for a tub. This right here, again, something a great deal from Lowe's where you have a mirror and a vanity set all together. So working on this property has been very exhilarating, challenging, sometimes very stressful, but we were able to get over all the problems and gotta say, this house looks really nice. Right now, we're in the middle of listing the property so we can see how it will perform as a midterm rental. So we'll definitely give you guys some updates on how that works in the future. If you guys have any comments or questions about the process or about what we did, we'd love to hear them. And, I read every comment and I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. So thanks so much for checking it out. If you guys want to learn more about real estate investing, then definitely check out the resources down in the description. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.